What's up, y'all? So, I'm gonna have to excuse the volume or the sound. I don't have my mic right now, and I just want to get this out there. So, I don't have any makeup on or anything. I put a dash of this on my lips, but we're here raw. I'm kind of like a nun right now. I don't even have jewelry on because I'm fresh. I have my copper bracelet, but I'm fresh from Vipassana, and I just wanted to record my experience like immediately after for myself and for others who might benefit. But so what is Vipassana? It's a specific meditation technique that was used by the Buddha in India, and it's how he was able to reach enlightenment, and which is basically eradicating suffering, right? Getting rid of all suffering, the desires that we have, and the craving that we have, and the aversion. So wanting so much, the longing that we want, and then also when we have something that we don't want, trying to rid that experience. It's that push and pull that we constantly are caught up in. It teaches basically a way to remain centered, remain neutral, and equanimous, which just means being okay with how reality is unfolding as it is in the present moment. And through this technique, you get to really experience it. So what I really appreciate about this technique is that it's not theoretical. It's not like intellectual entertainment. They say that a lot. Like, this isn't just something to like learn about and try to understand at a conscious intellectual level. Like, you need to actually practice it and experience it on a learned experiential level, right? Because you can be book smart, but if you aren't street smart, if you haven't actually seen the stuff, if you haven't been through the things and been through it yourself, that wisdom it can only be so profound. It can only be like so felt and really truly understood. And so through this technique, we're practicing for hours a day for 10 days straight. It was really 11 days, but yeah, just 10 days straight. For the folks who want to go and meditate, it's a silent meditation. So I was doing serving though, and the only people who can serve are people who have successfully done a 10-day silent meditation. So have successfully completed the course. I completed the course back in 2019, so I came back, but this time around I wanted to serve. So the facilities are beautiful. And they're all around the world, and open to everybody, and they're free. They're completely donation based, so you have to complete a 10-day course in order to be able to even donate. So basically you have to have received the medicine, received the benefit of the technique in order to be able to give, so that it just like maintains its purity, I guess, because it's really about mental purification. And how I feel right now is pretty calm. I feel very alert, very energized, very refreshed. I would like to take a nap though, just because serving has been kind of taxing on my body. But at the same time, just like this actual meditation retreat, it's such a pause for your brain, and you're sitting, so it's also a break for your body. And so they talk about how like you don't have to sleep as much, you don't have to rest traditionally as much, because this technique is giving you such a deep level of rejuvenating rest that that just sleeping doesn't give you, because your mind is still, your subconscious mind is still very active, very much so active. And this is kind of eradicating the problems at the root. And basically as we grow and live and experience life, we recondition our mind. We're constantly conditioning our mind. Like somebody might do something harmful to you, and forever from that moment, you don't like that person. Anyone that reminds you of that person, it brings it like something within you gets triggered. And or if that person had a specific smell and you smell somebody else that smells like that, it'll bring something up in you that gets triggered. And so you're working to kind of eradicate those connections so that you can kind of live more of a balanced, non-reactive life and just deal with things at a very deep level. The technique is so scientific and wonderful, and I'm just so grateful for it. And I'm definitely going to be incorporating this into my daily routine, so I'm very excited about that. I honestly can't wait to I can't wait to meditate again. Like, it's kind of like my comfort and my happy place now, and I feel so proud of myself for getting over like that initial hump, because there was resistance for me in the beginning, of not wanting to actually do the sits, but I persevered. And like there's different paramis, and so paramis are perfections, and they're basically like characteristics and traits that we all want. And so like the parami of effort and strong determination, like I was really like using those to get through the mental, like the roadblocks that my mind was trying to like trip me up on. I kept going and I just kept doing the technique. And I don't want to talk too much about what the technique is, because I definitely just recommend you guys go to a sit. Just, you can go to dhamma.org. You can go to dhamma.org and look up where the nearest center is to you. But yeah, like for me, a lot of things came up, and I knew in the kitchen different interpersonal relationship issues were going to come up for me, because if you put a group of a bunch of humans from all different walks of life all together, not all the time is it going to be like perfect harmony. And I am the type that I do have quite a few triggers, and I that looking back, like I guess that's why I struggle sometimes, because I feel like people come in archetypes, and I just feel like in the past I've felt slighted. I've never actually, no one, what I'm learning is that no one can actually harm us. It's all us. It's all within us. We have so much control over our emotions and our reactions to stuff, and so someone can't trigger us. It's like we allow ourselves to be triggered by something. But I guess in the past I've allowed myself to be triggered by a lot of different people, and all those things kind of get solidified in the body. And this technique works with bringing that stuff up to the surface, and then as you watch it and observe it, it kind of loses its power and kind of like just disappears. Like it literally is like that, so that the next time you experience something that would have triggered you before, like you either don't stay mad as long, you don't stay sad as long, or you're just able to kind of like observe it, and it just doesn't overwhelm you, it doesn't intensify anymore. I hope that makes sense, because intellectually, like it to me, it all is just like very like, that's okay, but at the same time, to really understand it and get it, you have to practice it. And so it's very trippy. Like it's very trippy. Like just think of something that has triggered you in the past, or that like a type of person that gets on your nerves or whatever, or let's say if somebody cuts you off or whatever it is, like whatever you would typically react with anger about someone doing something like that to you, but instead of you allowing their misery to project onto you and you catching it and being like, like I got that misery, now I'm gonna like match you, you don't let it really like harm you or affect you, or it happens and you kind of just like take a step back, take a moment, and it really just doesn't elicit a huge reaction out of you anymore. Like it makes you kind of unbothered, nonchalant, and happy. It makes you happy. Like it makes you be able to like maintain your peace, really. And so I'm so grateful, incredibly grateful for this technique, and I'm definitely going to continue doing it, like I said. But just during my personal sit, I had a lot of things come up, memories. Like that's what happens. Like all those things, they'll come up from your past, everything will get triggered, and then it gives you an opportunity to just look at it. And while you're sitting in silence, you'll also have ideas of things, and certain things will just become clear. So that happened for me. I got some ideas of how to move forward in my life, and certain worries that I have, like, they're still there, obviously. Yeah, so just to finish off my thoughts, yeah, and I met so many really cool people. It was really awesome being able to work with folks who also practice the technique. So they also aren't going to let things linger long. They're going to communicate with you if something bothers them, and they aren't going to take things like personal. Like, how people react is so big. Like, everybody knows that everyone's like living with like a specific lens, right? They have their own version of reality that they're seeing things through, and so you can come into that, but they see you through a filter. And basically this helps eradicate the filter. Like, this helps you eradicate the filter and see things as they are, and also to just like have so much love and compassion for everybody. I want to read off the paramis, right? So the paramis are generosity, morality, renunciation, which is being able to give up something, right? Like renouncing something. Like, let's say you fast, or you don't smoke, or you don't speak during the 10-day sit. If you're a student, like a first-time student, you can go back. You don't have to always serve if you've sat once. You can sit as many times as you want, but naturally, because the benefit is just so beautiful, and like it's tried and true, and proven over the test of time, and if you feel those benefits, you naturally like want to be giving. The thing is, these will be developed, but if you naturally get rid of like your filters of like anger, of hatred, of envy and jealousy, and if you naturally just wipe away all the impurities, what's left is this desire to be selfless, and to just be compassionate for people and be honest and all these things. Let me keep going. So we have generosity, morality, renunciation, wisdom, effort, tolerance, truth, strong determination, selfless love, and equanimity. So these are all extremely important, and like as you practice Vipassana, like you just naturally start to embody these characteristics. And so, yeah, I just wanted to just really quick share my experience. I'm so grateful for it, and I feel motivated to find more community who practice the technique, because like, what is the point of life if not to truly become the master of your mind, right? The ruler of your vessel and the captain of your ship. Like, is life really worth living if somebody can do something to you and you are just so at the whim of that, right? Like, why not try to be able to control your thoughts and control your reactions, right? Because the thing is, all of our actions are the effect of the cause, the domino effect of us having a specific thought. So if you can control your mind and understand what's happening in your mind and stop things, it's like it's like a car, right, going just at high speed. When you have this technique, it's like applying a brake. And so nothing is just as intense and out of control and at risk of being that destructive anymore. You're reducing the explosive reactivity that we all tend to have. Like, everybody has gone off on somebody before. Everybody has gone off on somebody. Everyone has reached that breaking point, and or everyone has like felt overwhelmed by whatever emotion, and you don't want the pendulum swinging so far, because however far you can swing to that side, you swing that far to that side, and who wants to be a rag doll in life? This is just about finding a center. It's about finding a center, nothing more, nothing less. Like, they don't tell you to worship anybody. They literally want you to just learn the technique and learn how to control yourself, and these course centers are free. So I encourage everybody who's interested to go try it, especially if you look like me, okay? Because Lord knows that we have so many traumas, and we have every reason to be angry. And yeah, I don't like, just allow people to have their suffering. Don't embody other people's suffering. Like, let them have their suffering. And with that being said, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like it, comment it. Would you do something like this? Have you heard about it? Because it's really cool. I met people who, like this one black girl, she was like, yeah, my older sister was telling me about it. She does it. And she was just like, you just got to go. You just got to experience it. But you totally just have to experience it for yourself, because it's not something that, like, it's not like a doctrine. Like, it's not like I can preach the gospel to you and then you suddenly, you just blind faith start to accept it and then you receive the benefits. Like, that's not how it is at all. You can be preached the gospel, or you can be taught about the technique and understand it and be like, okay, I can see that could work. But it's like if a doctor prescribes medicine to you, you can't just be reading the prescription like, oh wow, what a nice prescription. Okay, these herbs, they handle that. This medicine will handle that. Okay, good. What a great doctor I have. It's like, okay, yeah, but you have to actually take the medicine. So by practicing the technique, you're taking the medicine, and by maintaining it, you'll eventually receive the benefits. It's not just enough to just prescribe it and read about the prescription. And so, but yeah, I met all kinds of people, all ages, all walks of life, all such beautiful people. I'm just so grateful. And yeah, I wanted to document this, how I feel right after. I feel so at peace. And like, it doesn't mean everything's perfect, but it does mean that I have a tool to help me navigate when to just help me navigate life as life happens, because life happens to everybody, and it's ultimately how we react. If we don't know how to react well, this is just a technique to help you know how to react to life. And yeah, bye guys.